Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aqsa Dyer and I'm from Iqra University doing my Masters in Business Administration in Banking in Finance and Marketing. Well, my first major being marketing, I'm making this video to let you all guys know how important business communication is in any field of life. I belong from the banking background, and I personally feel that the subject taught in Iqra University named business communication has helped me really out in communicating in the real world, or basically which we call the practical world. So what is business communication? Business communication is basically how you communicate within an industry, how formally you communicate, and how you actually present yourself. When you are writing an email, or whenever you are giving a feedback to or response formally, it's really important what words you are choosing and how you are actually writing it. It actually represents that from which university you are taught. So basically, it's the basic how you actually represent yourself in the industry and how you represent your university in the industry. So what is business communication? Communication is a continuous process that mainly involves three elements, and it revolves around those three elements: sender, message, and receiver. So who is the sender? Basically, sender is the one who communicates the message and conveys it to the receiver. He is basically the source of communication. And the second most important element is message. It's the idea that we communicate. It's the idea which we communicate to the receiver, to the one who is receiving the message, and how is he able to encode it or not. What is encoding now? Encoding is the message generated by the sender is encoded symbolically, such as in the form of words, pictures, graphics, or whatever form you are using it. Even the audios. Now we use WhatsApp or other sort of applications just for the purpose of sending messages. So encoding is basically how receiver able to understand it or not. The third most important form or element of communication is the receiver who actually receives the message, how he intakes it, how he responds to it. That's most important, because the purpose of message is actually for the receiver, that how he actually absorbs it and how he's going to respond it. It should be simple, it shouldn't be it should be grammatically correct, and it shouldn't involve such words that won't be understandable by the receiver. And the last element, which I believe is really important, is the feedback we receive from the receiver. That if the message is understandable, if he understands the message, or if he is not understanding it, then the communication is not proper. So it's really important that how receiver absorbs it and how he is going to respond back to you. And it's really important that what feedback you are getting towards your messages. It really helps out in all the fields. It helps you, like I belong from the banking industry. It really helps me a lot. If you are from the marketing industry, it's really important how you're getting your feedback about the product you are offering to the customer. So that's all from my video. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.